All right, so this is case 2, and here is the playground. And so on your Google Doc, there's some questions that you need to answer. And so it says pick a drake and observe meiosis. So here, it says in order to breed drakes, you need to know where babies come from. Every baby drake gets an egg cell from its mother and sperm cell from its father, and each sperm or egg has only one allele for every drake gene. These two cells, also called gametes, combine to give the baby a full set of chromosomes. And it says this lab has a special tool you can use to watch meiosis in action. Drag a drake to the parent spot, the yellow glow, to see its chromosomes, and then place your mouse over each chromosome to see the alleles. Click the play button. One cell from the parent forms 4 egg cells or 4 sperm cells. You get a different mix of alleles in the gametes, and click the retry button. When you're ready to do the challenge, bring it on. So that retry button is important. If you need to shuffle the parent chromosomes around to get something different, you can do that. So it says click play to create 4 egg or sperm cells through the process of meiosis. And then, so what you do, it says click play, but you want to click end because play, it runs really slowly for some reason. So click end there and it'll sort them a little bit faster. And then you want to read these because these pop-up windows that you're getting, they answer the questions on your worksheet. So meiosis sorts the chromosomes randomly. That's question number 1. Each egg or sperm contains 3 chromosomes. Hover over the chromosomes to see the alleles. And so I can look at them like, oh, here, this dragon has non-metallic no wings, and then no forelimbs, no hind limbs, and then no spikes. So you can see the traits for that dragon there in each of these cells. And you can look and they might be different depending on how it randomly segregated. Anyway, you're going to go through this and finish this, and this is going to help you to answer the questions on your worksheet there on your Google Doc. And then let's go on to the challenge there. So this is case 2 challenge 1. So in case 2 challenge 1, you have to make those kids that you see there in the center, and then you only have one set of parents to deal with. So you take mom, you put her in the yellow circle, you take your dad, you put him in the yellow circle, you click end, not play, play goes really slowly. And then let's say I want to make this kid right here, this first one. So I'm looking at the traits that this dragon has. So it's a female dragon, that's important, it doesn't have any back legs, it's charcoal, it has 4 limbs, and it has wings. So I'm going to kind of scroll through the parents' egg cells or sperm cells to check to see, can I make that dragon with what I have here? So this cell has non-metallic and no wings. And so non-metallic I want, but no wings I don't. So I'm going to keep looking and see if there's something better. And then 4 limbs, hind limbs. So I'm making this dragon and I don't want any hind limbs. I do want 4 limbs, so that one's fine. But I don't want those 4 limbs, so those hind limbs. So let me see if there's something else. So here I've got non-metallic, no wings. So again, I don't really want the no wings. And then 4 limbs, no hind limbs. And so the no hind limbs is good. The 4 limbs is good. The non-metallic is good, but the no wings, again, is not. So then I look at the other cells, and yeah, they're the same as those first 2 at the top. So I'm going to have to go with this one, because that's closest to what I want. And then over here, so really important that when you're picking cells from dad, you pay attention to these little floating Ys. What those means is they're going to make male dragons. And so if I look here, she's female. So if I picked this, I would not get a female, I would get a male. So I can't pick these cells. And then he is male. So if I was making him, I would go for these cells here and what they have in them. So here, non-metallic wings. So that's good. That's what I wanted. And he can get the winged, she can get the winged trait from her dad, which she could not get from her mom. And then no 4 limbs, no hind limbs. So that's okay because we didn't want any hind limbs, and then we're getting 4 limbs already from mom. So we don't need to worry about that. So we can take this cell here. And then you end them to put them together, and then you drag and drop it on top. And now I got to make the second kid. And so remember, you have a certain number of moves you're allowed to do as well, so you don't want to go over that. So he is male. So again, I have to go with these cells over here to get a male dragon, and he has hind limbs. So non-metallic wings, that's good. That's what I want. And then 4 limbs, no hind limbs. So did I get hind limbs for mom? No. So right now it's no hind limbs and no hind limbs if I went for that cell. And dad, since he doesn't have any hind limbs, he can't pass that trait on to his kid. So we have to get the hind limbs for mom. So non-metallic, no wings, 4 limbs, hind limbs. So we're going to switch to this one. So that way we get the hind limbs trait from mom. And then dad, we're going to go with non-metallic wings, and then 4 limbs, no hind limbs, because we're getting hind limbs from mom. So that one there. And then end. And then, so here he matches. So we've got forelimbs, hind limbs, he's got the neck flap, so we know that he's male, and then you would drag and drop that on top. And so that's how you do that challenge.